Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're starting it off as usual with Dixie on a daily time frame. As you can see, as we open this week, we are already getting some nice upside into Dixie. If you look over here on the daily time frame, you have the red EMA about to cross the 21 EMA, which is sitting on the 55 green EMA. All of them about to get above the green EMA, meaning that this is marking another opportunity for a long, and this will become long-term support, this crossover of the EMAs. And our target over here that we're looking for over here at 103.58, 103.60 is possible today if we can get a 4-hour open and close above 103.20. As we're getting this upside into Dixie, it's going to translate into downside on tech stocks, crypto, etc. So be aware that as we find the high of today, if we can close above 103.20, I'd be looking for that 103.60. But if we get rejected here and a 4-hour open and closes underneath 103, then we can look for that reversal on crypto. But right now, as Dixie is rising, we should be looking for downside on all the other assets. This little inverse head and shoulder is playing out. And yeah, that's all we have for Dixie. Let's go take a quick look at Bitcoin now. Here is Bitcoin on a daily time frame. RSI is just telling you got big bear divs. You got lower highs on RSI as you are getting a higher high, so that's bearish divergence. And now that we are looking like Dixie is going to be looking for upside, we can expect a little bit of downside test of support on Bitcoin on the daily. We're trying to hold above this 30,300, but the second you get a 4-hour open and close underneath 30,300, you should be definitely take a peek at 29.6. And that's where we were going to do our fighting today. If we can hold above 29.6, we can look for sideways and test back up into this 30,300 level to see if we can claim it. But it could be a possible dead cat bounce situation where we go dig down a little bit lower into that 28.3 area. So yeah, I would be very cautious of downside. I gave you your downside targets. Worst case scenario, you're going to come all the way down here to 27.5. But since this 100 EMA is crossing this blue MA, I would be considering this a decent amount of support. And bounce all the way to 28.5 would be a buying opportunity if I was to get it for a take profit near 29.5 and then hold it to see if we get to 30,300. But right now, until we get to this level, I'm not very adamant about buying a long. And then over here, I would attempt to start that long. But it all depends on price holding this level at 30,300 or not. If you lose that on a 4-hour open and close, then you could look for these lower targets. Holding this and going sideways is still good, and then we can try to take the liquidity off of the high over here at 31,500 of all the people who are trying to take a short and leave a stop loss right above that level. So there's liquidity there. There's probably going to be a bunch of liquidity right under this 21 EMA at 29,600 as well. So moving forward, let me go to the 4-hour actually. So the 4-hour is basically telling you, yeah, be aware of downside to come. We're already breaching the 55 EMA here at 30,500. 4-hour open and close underneath that, you're looking for that 29,800, 29,600 area. And then worst case scenario, you have that 200 EMA at 28.9. So you can use that as an opportunity to scalp along. Yeah, daily looks down, 4-hour looks down. So I would be very careful of jumping into longs until you see it come to a certain level of support, like 29,800. I mean, right now I'm kind of liking this 200 EMA at 28,900. That would take a lot of the liquidity of the longs out, and you can kind of make an expanding wedge like this. You can make one of these expanding wedges and see it's gonna probably come down here, and then we can look for upside. So that's what I have for Bitcoin. Let's go look at ETH on a daily. There you go. And ETH is basically doing the same thing as Bitcoin on daily. It's sitting on support. If you lose that 1900 level with a 4-hour open and close, your next target is going to be that 1880, the level that we were basically trying to hold above. And losing 1880 would be very, very precarious for deeper dive downside. Yeah, 1845 is your next level of support. Like in Bitcoin, the 100 EMA is crossing over the blue EMA, so this marking like this level is major support moving forward, which is like 1800. So getting along off like 1810, 1840 is logical if that area comes, so you can quickly take profit off the 21. But I just am very cautious about ETH because I don't like it flirting with this dotted midline of this channel. If we can't hold above the channel, we are gonna have a deeper dive. And right now, it looks like you're starting to make a fake head and shoulder right above this channel, like this. And that's fine. All I want to do is see it break out like that, though. I don't think we have too much more of an opportunity to go upside. If we don't have the buyers step up, then the sellers will cause a lot of people to get pushed out of the market as it wants to go in a deeper retrace. If you want to go like this, and then if you lose that EMA, you're going to basically use this 200 as resistance, and then you're going to dig deep. You're going to go dig deep down and find support, probably like 1550-ish. 1650, 1550, around there, and then we can continue to go sideways and up possibly. So like, you come over here, find your support, and then we can try again. But that is a possibility that you should be aware of. Right now, that only comes if we lose this midline, and right now we're holding above the midline pretty that was pretty bad. This gray dotted line that you see in this channel, as long as we're holding above it, that's good. But we're flirting with this midline a lot, and that's just a dangerous thing. And we're setting up bearish divergences on daily, so it's just like iffy. On the weekly, it's also looking like downside. Let me go to the 4-hour. 4 hours already playing out what the daily was saying over the weekend, and it's basically flushing out all the people who are trying to take longs in the weekend. And yeah, I mean, that's all that's going on, is we're getting all the over leveraged liquid out, and then we can go sideways and see if we can go. I did scoop along up on Pepe, the altcoin. I didn't do it on ETH because over the weekend I was trading ETH, and I noticed that it's just like much more profitable trade Pepe. So I had to short at Pepe at like 1730. It was like 17300, and now it's like 1,000 points lower. So it's literally 1,000 points lower from last night to today. And now I'm going to probably scalp along over here near this 16,300, 16,400, and I'll try to take my profit back out at 16,850. So I just said that verbally, even though we're looking at ETH. But I mean, if you've been trading Pepe with me and the members, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I can share a chart with you later. On the lower time frame, what's going on with ETH is you're doing this little expanding wedge. Okay, we're testing this out. If we can hold this 55 EMA, you can look for that nice pop-up. If you lose the 55 EMA with a 4-hour open and close, you're basically going to be testing into that 100 and 200, and we have to basically hold above this 1850. So yeah, this is what we're looking at. If you want to scoop along, I would be waiting for that 4-hour close within an hour and 4 minutes, and then I would proceed, because right now the pressure to the downside is pretty heavy. And to try to catch a falling knife will hurt you. So be careful moving forward. And yeah, that's basically all I have for you guys. Let me see if I can show you guys Pepe real quick. I don't think I have too many drawings in there. So here's Pepe. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Something's going on there. Okay. Looks like it does not want me to show you Pepe. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see if I can manually put it in. Doesn't matter. Binance, Bybit, whatever. So let's go to the daily. So yesterday on Pepe, I was already finding some resistance above this previous high that we had. So we took all the liquidity, and then I was saying that if we come back under the wick that we just took over, I would be considering short. And I had the opportunity at 7.7, but what I did was I waited for like 17.3, and it was like near daily close. So I took that and I wrote it down to basically where we're at right now. Let me go to a 4 hour. Yeah, I took it like around here. And then we basically broke the 21 to the 55. And that made sense because all we did was take the liquidity back out of from the breakout from the weekend. And as long as we hold this level of support, we can look for sideways and up. So this is, I scalped along over here. I already took a little bit of profit out, so I'm not like stressing. But if we can get this to go deeper, I will accumulate a little bit more just for that dead cat bounce into the 21 at 170 so I can ride it out. If you look at the RSI right now, though, you have to wait for the 4 hour close because right now, in this last hour, it could go as deep as it wants, and you don't want to catch that knife. But right now, after that 4 hour close, the pop back reversion to the mean trade might be a quick profit for you if you want to scalp it. So just be aware of that moving forward. And this was a freebie for the day. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. Be safe, stay vigilant. Today's the first day back, and we have a lot of economic events coming out. Today will be the Fed minutes at 2 o'clock. You know, people are gonna be dissecting that to see if we're gonna increase rates or not, which he said he was, and possible consecutive increases, said Powell. So be ready. Tomorrow we should get I think it's initial job reports, and then after that on so Thursday we have initial jobless reports at like 8:30, and then Friday we have our main non-farm payroll and then the unemployment rate. Both are like pretty important, and with those datas, it's gonna give us a much better idea as to what we're thinking the Fed will do, increasing interest rates or not, and that will be occurring, I believe, June 28th, Wednesday. Let me double check. Yes, around there. So that's when we should be seeing the interest rate information. So be ready, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, leave in the comment section below. If you guys are interested in trading with me live on the Discord, feel free to join. The link to the Discord server is in the description of this video below. If you're interested in becoming a little bit more serious trader, we have the members for people who want to be a little bit more of a day trader or scalper. Feel free to join us. It's in the Discord server. It's $20 a month. Everything goes to help this channel grow. So thank you so much, guys. Also, under the description of the video is the affiliate links of all the services that I use and recommend that help me grow, that help this channel grow. So thank you so much for supporting us. And aside from that, if you guys have any questions or concerns, just leave it in the comment section of the video, and I'll get to you in the next one. Or come message me on the Discord server, and you'll get an instant answer. So I hope to speak to you guys soon. Have a great day, and trade carefully.